G'day everyone, Andy here, Poverty Prospecting. The other day I had to go over to Maryborough to pick up a son's motorbike to do some work on it, and I thought I'd skip past Slatty Creek to a little feeder creek that I've been going to, and I grabbed 2 buckets of cons. Didn't have time to do anything else, did a couple of test pans, but grabbed 2 buckets of concentrates. I'm going to concentrate it down even more and just clean it out, get all the big bits out, and then set up the cleanup sluice here, and hopefully we'll find a little bit in these 2 buckets. Anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, Andy back again. Well, that's the cons out of 2 buckets, and it's been put through a 3mm, well, basically the big classifier over here, then down to my little bucket classifier, and then a 6mm, then eventually the 3mm. So out of 2 buckets we've ended up with that, and that is very fine, which I do have all the other stuff in other buckets, like for instance there's the bigger stuff, there's the smaller stuff, and there's the very fine stuff, which I will go through just in case there's something big in there, but who knows. Anyway, we'll set this thing up and do it a little bit later. I've got to go and do a bit of work now, so we'll catch up. Cheers. I've set up my little cleanup sluice. That's all set up now. Don't know what angles it's on, but yeah, it's all propped up with sticks and rocks. We're going to run that bucket of concentrates. We've got our little bilge pump down there, variable speed controller, and the lithium battery all plugged in, ready to go. So I'm going to turn this on. Important thing with the VMAT, I find, is you've got to make sure you get a paintbrush, and you've got to clean all the air bubbles out from the VMAT. It's one thing you don't want is air bubbles, because that'll stop the goal from getting caught if you've got air bubbles caught in these VMATs. So we'll see how we go. I'm kind of hoping that we'll end up with a nice little bit of colour through it. So anyway, we might start off with the first scoop. Just a little bit. We'll just tuck that in there. See it slowly working its way down. See if any colour comes out of it. Just don't know. I have done one little test pan with a bit of this, and yeah, it had a little bit. So, but this is a lot quicker than bloody test pan, and that's for sure. Oh, there's one little bit just popping up over there already. You see that bit there? There you go. There it is, center of the screen. Alright, oh, there's another bit popping up just here. Oh, way it went. It went somewhere. Anyway, I might just slow this down a little bit. See if we can get it to run a bit smoother. Might even change the angle a bit, raise it up. I'll just pause this and change the angle. Cheers. One thing I'd like to point out is that all this material went through the 3mm classifier, so anything that in here is going to be smaller than 3mm. Nice and fine to go through the cleanup sluice. So we'll see how it pans out, see what pops out of this little cleanup sluice. As you can see, it's running quite central. It's reasonably level, seems to be flowing okay, so we'll just keep feeding it in, see what pops up. Hopefully we'll get something in it. Cheers. There's a couple of nice pieces starting to appear in here. There you go, there's some beauties. We'll yeah, a couple of nice little chunks. We'll keep going. Yeah, this is the material that I got out of Slatty Creek. I didn't have much time, so I stopped on the side of the road, went to a little feeder creek that I've been frequenting, and grabbed 2 buckets. Came back, concentrated it all, separated it all down, see what we can get out of it. So looks like it's reasonably flowing, seems to be pretty central. A lot of material building up on one side, but we'll just see how all this goes, because it appears to be running okay. But I have got another bucket down there, so worst case scenario I can always repan that out and see what we can find. So a couple of nice little bits starting to appear. This cleanup sluice was just made up out of some scrap alloy that I had, 2 bits of angle that I liquid nailed together, and then put the V-mat all the way down it, which I got from Bunnings, which is basically a non-slip mat, so it does the job of catching all this real fine stuff, and it seems to be running quite well. Occasionally you've got to help it out. Okay, we're about halfway through this bucket of gravels, but just want to point out a few of these little ones. Yeah, look at that one. That's not bad. A couple of little bits in there. So we're cleaning it up quite well, and it doesn't appear to be anything further down the sluice, so which is a good thing. Anyway, pause that one there, check it out. Okay, it appears to be all done, but there's a nice little picker in there, or sticker. I'm just waiting for it to clean out a little bit more. I do run a bit of dishwashing liquid, jet dry, whatever you want to call it, in here to help get the little bits that stick to the mat. But it appears that we have a couple of nice little ones, so we're just going to run this down and pick them up and then put them in a pan and see what we got out of half a bucket of cons. Not even that, really, a third. Alright, cheers. Okay, we've run the sluice for a little bit, we've done the cleanup, got a little bit out of it. We'll put that in a pan in a minute. I'll just clean up here. The old chooks are having a great time today. But just to show you, we've run that pump for probably, I don't know, 25 minutes, and it's used 1% out of this battery because it was at 100%. Uses sweet bugger all that little pump, but it's only enough to really run this sluice. But it definitely is quicker than panning, that's for sure. Anyway, we'll do the rest and show you what we got. Okay, Andy back again. This is one of my annoying young male king parrots. He harasses me until I feed him. Like he even lands on my head while I'm sitting at the table. Cheeky bugger. But we've got quite a few of them here. In this pan you'll notice there's a little bit of shit down the bottom. That was what I test panned over there and was in a separate snuffer bottle. And what I test panned here after I did one small test pan with the concentrates. So we'll just dump what we've done now in there. We'll check it out. So I know there's a few nice bits in there because you've seen them in the sluice, so let's have a look. This is hard to do with one hand, but we'll do my little shaker table method back. So there you go. That's not bad. And that came out of about 3 test pans over at Slatty and 2 buckets of stuff that I brought back. So that's pretty good. You know, we'll try and clean it up a little bit better and give you a better look. But that's a quick peek. There you go. Hold on. Okay, we cleaned it up a little bit, give it a bit of a shake back. But as you can see, there's a couple in there that look a bit silvery. I reckon they might have a little bit of mercury on them. But there's a couple of nice little bits in there. Got to be happy with a, you know, half an hour stop at the side of Slatty Creek and grab a couple of buckets. That's not bad. Okay, Andy, Poverty Prospecting, over and out. Cheers.